Welcome back everyone to TCG Card Shop Simulator, and I finished having a little move around in the shelves at the end of the last episode. In between that and now, I've decided to put this. It actually looks quite nice, having a divider. It's a shame there isn't a mirror version of that to put on the other side, because I would have had a mirror version here and then moved the comics down, but I think that looks okay. Looks fairly tidy. Might consider moving the plushies onto bigger tables eventually, but at the moment we're not making a massive amount of profit on it. Okay, those are 47. Those are a bad example. 52. The ones down here, I'm only making like £8 on them. So maybe we'll move all the big ones onto bigger shelves eventually. But I do like this setup. I just want to keep this at the moment. And maybe having bigger shelves for the books might be a good idea. And then I won't need to have 2 shelves of each. And then I could start stocking some of the, what they're called, the other ones I've not been doing. The Tabletop Geeks. Because we do have most of these licenses, not all of them. And I could start stocking some of these into the shop finally. I will need to figure out somewhere to put them. Maybe all the way down the back here, into that space. I'll have a little corner down the back. Or I do have a little bit of space here. I can move that card bulk setting. So let's just have a quick look. 282 cards in there. If I'm only selling about 60, 70 a day, that's going to last the day out, so that's fine. Let's get open straight up with the store. And today we want some bigger cards. Card machines should be ready. So let's go on and start off the episode with those. There's no grading on this day. Boo. Okay, starting off with 2700. Well, we've had 2 bad episodes with pulls. We had 1 good pull at the very end of the last episode, but we've not been doing too good with the pulls. Okay, we got a ghost there. Nothing too special in there. 5,000 in here, that's a bit more like it. Okay, we got 2,600 on this page. So we've got a big Voltrexin EX foil. It's on the downturn at the moment, but potentially up to 7,000 if we can get a good roll on it. Nothing else on that page. There's 1,000 on here, but I'm not expecting anything mega big. Now, a couple of £70. 1 down the corner for 200. That's about it. And we've got 1,300 on here, so we've just got a normal full art pack. Not a full one, unfortunately. 2,500. No, nothing too special in there. And I'm just looking down at the page values. If it's around 1,000, then I'll stop and have a look at it. So £800 on an EX foil. Only worth up to 4,500. But all these big, sort of bigger cards, they are giving us more experience. And that's something we got so used to having the big experience from the tables. It is sort of slowed down our leveling a lot. We've got a ghost down the corner there. Which one are you? Gigatron X. That looks not quite nice. Ah, we had a ghost pack because the rest of it is up here. Anything else good on this page? 150 gold at the bottom. Nearly 1,000 on here, so let's just stop. £600. Just look on the last page, yeah. At least it'll give some for the guys to do because they've just been standing out there. Only 1,500, so I'm not expecting anything at all. Yeah, I think £400 was the highest page, and I've got 2 machines left. 2,000 is not going to be a good one. And let's go into the last machine. 5,000 in here, bit better. 2,700. So we've got a 2,000 one at the top there. That's going to be most of the value in here. EX Gigajaw. Potentially up to 7,000. 1,200 on here. So we've got a gold foil pack. If we want the really big cards, then we will have to be probably putting Destiny only in the machine. Okay, that's a good one. I've got enough money to do a deal on it. Let's try 1,750. Let's try and get a bit lower. Yeah, that's fine. Could have possibly got it a bit lower than that, but no. Want to be fair to the people coming in. So we've got our 2 big cards down here. One of them is 24,000 and the other one is 31,000. That will give us a nice big influx of cash if we can sell those. Terence is still struggling to get the tables loaded up, but we might be able to just give him an hand with those cards we just picked up. Let's look at our duplicates. Let's just pick up an handful and just help him with what he needs. Now, I did figure out the issue I was having with the guys not putting prices on cards we put down. So, if I go up to Terence, look at his main job, it's restocking cards. Restock cards as his primary task. I've got him set as 20% and I'm telling him to set the prize cards. That's fine. Now, his second job is restocking shelves. But what I've done with this one... Actually, it wasn't restocking shelves you was on. You was on set prices on your secondary. So, secondary, set prices. You will see I've got him at 10%, but I'm telling him not to set the price cards. So, unless he puts the cards down, if I want 2 prices for my table and my shop, I can't do it. So any cards I put down, I have to set the price myself because of this option here. Took a little bit of figuring out, but when I was editing the video, it sort of stood out what the issue was. And because there's a lot of spaces, let's just grab another handful to help him out. So let's go to duplicates on the Destiny this time. There should be some bigger values yet. A couple of £200 there. If we want to make the money, we need to make sure this is filled up at all times. And at the moment, Zachary is doing the prices in the shop, so he's not helping on these tables. Okay, that's fine. Let's go through and set any prices that we've put down ourselves. And even at 20%, as you can see, the cards are flying out. So we have got the prices set pretty good. Yeah, we'll try and get this one. You can have the 50p. No, nothing too good on that one. Got 18,000 sitting there. Let me just double check that. I think it's level 80. Yeah, we've just unlocked them. So we should have access to new ones. So we've got the Blazor and we've got the King Star statues now. 20,000 each of those licenses, but I know they are worth a fortune. But it is one of these where it's only one in a box. And you can see there in brackets, one in a box. Did we leave any accessories we hadn't done yet? It was only the 3 mats. I think I'm going to save up for the plushies, but I will need to pay the bills off as well. Let's get them paid off first, and we need to get over that 20,000 to be able to get the license for the plushie. Okay, very good card here. We're going to try and get this one. He's asking a really stupid price. I'm just going to offer 2,000. His price hasn't gone down. I'll go 2,100. He has dropped his price a little bit, but not anywhere near what I want to pay for it. I think 2,200 is my last one. Otherwise, he's going to walk. No, he walked. Not going to be paying over the money. We're not rich enough at the moment to do that. When we get millions in the bank, that will change. And I'll be aiming to get every card that we're missing at that point. But right at this point, that's not now. So yeah, let's start off with getting a new shelf in. Which is in the other menu. And I do want to get more card machines at some point. But yeah, let's buy one of these in ready for the new units. For the new figures we're going to be stocking. Not exactly certain. We might be able to fit it up there. So yeah, he's out here. Nobody's got anything to do out here. So the shop must be totally full. We could actually get you up here. Not the most super sexy shelf in the world. And I could possibly get two of them in here. But one of them there. Okay, just for now, I'm going to put you as close to this side as possible. And that's where the new ones are going to go on. Not certain if I'm going to do 2 shelves of each. Could be worth it with the price. No, I don't want that. And 500. No, I don't want that. And I did talk about putting the bulk card thing in. So I've got room here. So let's put that in. Let's have a look what our rating is at the moment. So currently we're sitting about 4.72. Okay, so where is it on the list? Here it is. Bulk donation box. And they have got a quick fill on here like they have with the card table. So it's really easy to fill these days. No, I don't want to do that trade. And this is just basically to bribe people for better ratings in the store. You seem to want to go there. Okay, so let's just have a quick look. So we've got a quick fill option. We can start off at a penny. So at the moment, I'm just going to say only put cards worth up to 20. And I want at least 10 of each kept. Now we could just go quick fill and it's going to fill them up with some of our very low cards. Because I just don't do the white boxes anymore. Because as you see, 200 of each. We've got 7,000 in there. And that's just off the base set. If I was to change that over to Destiny now, we can fill this all the way up with the same settings between a penny and 20 pence. Yep, we're full up to 10,000. And then we can just see the Destiny cards at the back. Let's see how our rating changes. I think it is supposed to allow more people to come in or experience on tables. I can't remember what it exactly did. Okay, Clark's on the table. Other one's there. Nope, got enough already. Not quite closing time yet. And we do have 50,000 there. So did the big card sell? One of them sold, the second one hasn't. Terence is still struggling to get these cards filled up. Where is he? Oh, he's going to get another handful. Grade 7, I definitely want to be picking up these. Let's offer you 250. Just buying all the grade I can. It would just see if we can get close to getting a collection of 1 to 10 of one of the types. It doesn't really matter which one. No, we've got 80 already. I don't need any more. And we do have enough to get the first of the figurines in. So let's get that one sorted. And let's get... Not certain how many's going to fit on the shelf. Let's just get 8 for the moment. Did we have any spare shelves in the back? Let's get these customer trading done. Nope. And what about you? We can do it. We've got 5 over here. Only 1 the other side. Need to worth more. So do we have any racking in the space that's not being used? Do need to stock up on some of the boxes again. We have 1 there, but that's going to be for the rest of the mats. So not really. Need to get some more cards. Just for now, I think I'm just going to put them up here. We want one or two. Just put the one shelf for the moment. And we'll have these at the top. We might have 4 on there by the looks of it. And market price, we're doing only 10% in the shop. Round it up. So we're making £244 profit every one we sell, and it's only costing £100. So very nice profit margins. It's probably the most expensive thing in the shop we've got now per sale. 41 I don't need anymore, and there was another one over here. Grade 1, yeah, I want to pick that up. And I'll just give them an hand clearing up these last few. Okay, welcome back. Everybody's gone for the day, and I've just put a quick order in for 12,000, covering all the stuff I'm missing in the shop. So everybody's going to be fairly busy first thing in the morning. And I think I'm just going to immediately pass the day over, just so I can get the card machines done. Yeah, we'll do the card machines because all the cards are outside for it. So still sitting around that 196, that's very nice. Getting ever so close to that 200. We've got 45,000 on the card table, that's nice. 15,000 in the shop and over 5,000 on the card table. We will check the events in a minute. Still around the 150 hours, so that's good. And 53,000, we've only opened up the machines once. That's actually quite respectable. And we're in a big negative because we spent 20,000 on lock-in and bought some new units. I've had a little bit of a tidy up in the back room as well, move some things around. And we do have 2 sets of grading on this day. So all these spaces, the cards are outside, so I'll give them a second to fill it up. Let's run around the machines first. They should come and do the machines as a priority, the way I've set everybody up. 2,000's not really going to give us much. Just keep having the fingers crossed that I'll get something really good. Up to 10,000 is where I really want that value to be around. We've got 1,000 on here. £900 card. Very nice. Got to be something else in there. Yeah, 2,600 on here. So a big boy there. Guppy in full art foil. Could potentially be up to 8,000. And again, that's no guarantee. Nearly 5,000 again. Better than we've been doing over the last couple of days. So we've got another Ghost God Pack. And that's probably going to be most that value, yep. Nearly 5,000 in here as well. So 1,700. Oh, I thought that was a fish funk. No, it isn't. It's Aquariff in the EX variety. Could be up to £6,000. And most of the cards above 1,000 we will be sending for grading. Just at the moment, if we get too many cards, then I'll start selling maybe 1,000 to 2,000 on the table. But we're not quite there yet. The rest of it's nothing special. Nearly 10,000. Is this going to be our ghost foil again? I think we're on to number 3 we've got so far. We've got a God Ghost pack, so no. Probably not. Because the value is not going to be worth it. The rest of the God Ghost pack. Probably something else on here as well. 220 there. Nope. Let's have a look on here. 2,500. So we've got a gold foil pack this time. £300 cards across the board. And we've got another God pack down here as well, by the looks of it. Just the EX version, not the full version. But we've got something a bit bigger on here. £200 there. You here. Magnolia in EX Legendary. Quick look at you. 4,400. But yeah, this has been the best day with card machines already in probably the last 3 or 4 episodes. 1,200 on here, 220, 6, couple £100 and a 291 there. And 1,000 on the back here with a God full art pack at the back here. And a £200 gold foil as well. And we've got 2 machines left to go through. 4,000 in here. Oh, 1,400, so that's a big boy there. One of the lower tiers. Only could get up to about 4,000 if we was very lucky. EX foil. And we have 1,000 on here as well. So, yep, 947. Even though this isn't worth as much as the base price, it can nearly go up to 6,000. So just because the base price is below 1,000 doesn't mean it's better than a card above 1,000. And we got one machine left. Only 2,000 in here, so there won't be a lot. Yeah, a couple of 400 and 500 pound pages. So we want to have a look at the... I can't remember what I sent off. I meant to look on the previous day. So what I didn't realise is as soon as I'm outside the shop, I'm not in this menu, and I got confused with that on the last episode. So we will have another one coming back. So on the following day is the ghost one we sent off. These are just to try and get the grades in. And then if we get any more of these, we'll just keep sending off. If we've got no big cards to send out. But I think one of these add full art foils in. 410s, that's about usual. I've talked about this in previous episodes where most of the time you'll find out you're getting about half your cards coming back as grade 10s. That's why your grade 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 7 tends to be a bit harder to get because, like if you look at the cards in my hand, 6 out of 8 of the cards are already grade 9 plus. I think the racks might have been one we sent out for regrading, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I need to have a look the day before the stuff comes back, really. And let's have a look in here. What have we got? So again, exactly the same. This time we've got 4 10s, 3 9s, and an 8. Nothing in the lower tiers. Again, that's very good for the money I can make off them. But like I said, if you want to go 1 to 10 in the collection, buying those lower tier cards really pay off in the shop. So I'm just going to open it up because there's only a couple of little boxes left out there now. So that means all the machines should be going. One there's not going. Oh, he's just coming back to do it. And then I'll have to buy in all the cards again by the looks of it. I did buy up all the plushies. We do have a lot of overflow over here. I've moved the back around a little. So these are all the ones when we used to have multiple shelves of the legendaries, and when I converted it down, I got rid of all those extra shelves. So at the moment I've got all this here, and I've still got them over here as well. So I might end up putting an extra shelf up in the shop. Very nice card, but not a good price. 3,400 and he's asking for 4,000. Let's go with 3,200. I think that's reasonable for where the market price is. So that's £50 done. Okay, he's accepted it. Even though he's asking a silly price, still managed to get it below market. That's going to be going off on grading in a minute. And again, another one asking silly prices. It's one I've already owned, so if I don't get it, I'm not too fussed on here. But we managed to pick it up for 300, so I'm happy with that. And I think I want to do grading as soon as I've done this customer trading. And here it is, a grade 4. But the one a grade 3 for it. No, I'm not going to trade a gradey for a gradey unless I've got extras. So we'll decline that. Let's go and send off a couple of batches of... Well, let's get customer trading done. If we want big cards, this is a good way to get them. So this time it's asking a really good price. I think I'll try and drop it to 1,800, see if they'll accept that. Yeah, for a 2,300 card, can't grumble. And that might actually be going out on the grading now. We are sitting at 20,000. Do want to pay the bills off, and I want to try and get that other plushie in this episode at least. But let's get these cards sorted. So let's get all the Tetramon cleared out down to 2,000s. What have we got up here? Let's go down to 1,500 in this section before I switch over. Yeah, we're already at 1,500 on these. So let's check the Destiny. That might be worth a little bit more. Not amazing value on the cards I've got them. Still worth sending out. As long as I get above a grade 7 on any of these, they are definitely worth it. Let's submit that one. I've still got a couple hours, but I can see some customer trading. Let's go and have a look at these. Not a good price. Let's offer you 500. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I managed to catch this guy as well. I've got a couple, so I don't need that. Let's send another batch of grading off. You want to send a ghost one? No, we'll send another ghost one when the other ghost comes back. Let's keep sending some big cards out so I can get some to list on the table. Okay, a full collection of the Destiny, as you see. Some of them's only barely above 1,000. But we'll get another one on the next day and then we'll send out another batch. Probably a batch of ghost. Whatever I've got a load of. We can get some Magnolia sent out. Those are the ones I think I've got quite a lot of copies of. And what about you? I've got one already. If I can get this for a good price, it is in grading territory for me. Don't know if I want 990. Let's try it. Just not been really good on the prices, but we still managed to get it at 1,000. I think I'll take that as a win. And the tables are actually being filled up pretty good today. Let's have a look at the card tables at the back. Not really a good day. I do want to replace these tables eventually. Let's get our bills paid off. Yeah, not a great table day. We want to check our rating because we've had the bulk box up now about half a day. Hasn't really changed much. And I can upgrade these to the big ones. I just don't need to at the moment. Nope, nothing there I want. And there's one on this side. No, don't you. I want the one behind you. Very nice card. I'm glad I grabbed this. Again, another stupid price. Offer 3,500. Okay, they've accepted it even though they was asking 48. I've already got one and I'm asking a silly price, so I'm just going to let that one go. What do we want to do? We haven't got the 20,000 yet, and it's actually 6 we can get on these shelves, which is fantastic. I'm pretty certain it was only 2 you could get onto these. So I'm happy with that. I'm actually tempted to put... I've got 3 other types. I was going to put them over here, but if yeah, I've got the other big one to go there. Part of me wants to get these on 2 shelves. Yeah, it's worth it. I'm going to take... Oh, okay, I can't actually see with this in front of me. That's fine. We'll do the 2 types like that. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Let's order a couple of more boxes in. Because there's only 1 in a box with these, and need to see how many he's got. There's a box in the back with 2. Go something like that at the moment. Should give us a few left over. Again, grade 4, want to pick it up. Offer you 20 pence. For 1 penny. Okay, we'll accept the 21 then. And nothing I need to do with that one. How is the bulk box looking? So already nearly 750 cards have gone in probably about 3/4 of a day. But they are very low tier cards I wouldn't be doing anything with anyway, so I'm okay with that. Still 125 in here. Do I want to refill it? Yeah, refill it. So go to quick fill. We're doing Destiny at £35 up to 1,000 and 263. And then we'll keep the basic cards on us in case we need to top the tables up ourselves. Nothing too spectacular there. And nothing too spectacular there. Okay, we're not having a very good day. We're still not at 20,000 yet. We do have some big cards we just got hold of. So I'm going to pick up a couple of these, move them over. So on the grading we've just done, we've got a load of 10s, so we'll use some of them out. Let's just have a quick look. Have we got any duplicates showing up yet? No. We'll just go by price still. So we'll get rid of you. Get rid of you at the end over there. You can go. You can go. And we'll put Guppy down as well. That will give us a good amount of money. Let's take you off the table from this side. Just like all my big cards at the front. Get them lights on. Get you done. Nope. One over here. You want to trade a 3,800 for a 26? Of course you do. Maximum price would be 17 on you. And maximum price could actually be worth up to 19 with you, but I think it's too much of a drop. I'm not going to do it this time. But we'll set the price on these. And we'll put them at 20%. Take a little longer to sell. But we are getting to the point where we don't have many more licenses to buy. So all that money we're spending on licenses at the moment, and all the money we spent on the upgrades, we don't have to do that anymore. So we will start getting a lot of money up very quickly. There's a few spaces on the table, but I'll let Terence deal with those. What about you? I am still considering putting a couple of desks down the back here in the two corners, just as trading counters. Maybe wait until I've got a bit more money floating around. And what have you got? Nothing I need to do. One on this side now. Yeah, I want to buy that grade 7 Kitengu. But I would like a fairly decent price on it. 420. Not much below the market. People are driving an hard bargain today. And again, another one. £1,400 over the asking price. I must think I'm made of money. Well, one big card has just sold because we've just gone up to 35,000. That's nice to see. Let's offer 4,000. Okay, his price has now come down below market. Can I get it for that? 4,100, yeah. We got some big cards coming to send on the grade in the next day. And the next day, it's only going to be Ghost coming back. Yeah, that was the big one that just sold there. Okay, what have you got, nice? Nothing I need to be doing. Just having a quick eyeball around, seeing if anything looks a bit low. It shouldn't do because I put a big order in. Now, these did some more boxes, so we're good on those. Just have a quick look at some of these. No, apparently you are out of view. Okay, we've had a good day on the battle decks today by the looks of it. I think that guy had it. Still think we need to order one. Yeah, the rest is all good. Have a look over at the plushie tables. Any major gaps? No, it's all looking full. You're looking full. You're doing superb. All those are good. And what about the books? No, everything over there is good. And I've already checked that side. Okay, a grade 10. Again, silly prices. Offer you 3,000 for it. Okay, we got it for 3,100. It's worth 3,500. I'm happy with that. And let's get that other plushie in because we have got 30,000 sitting there. And we are nearly at 81, so we've had a pretty good day with experience today. And this will be the last of the plushies. Yeah, every other plushie is unlocked. We've already done all the booster packs. So all we've got is 3 mats left and then the other menu. So yeah, we've got 15, 30, 42,000 pound in unlocks to do. Then after that, that's a big money sink. What we've been putting money into since the start of the game gone away. Nope, don't need to do that because I've already got 2 on this side. And what about you? What I've not got, I'm not 100% certain why I haven't got that. It's such a low card. We're opening up enough machines. Now talking to machines that might be ready, so let's go and get these done. 2,300. Nothing too spectacular. 1,900, yeah, I'm not expecting much in here. We did have a ghost card down here of Drakon. We've got to be getting a ghost foil soon. Been a while since we've had one. And there is a ghost foil we've got back out onto the system. I don't think it comes back to next episode where we're trying to regrade it from a 5 all the way back up to a 10. 1,100. £380 gold foil at the top there. That's nice to see. Got a few 50s and 60s. One worth 200 there. 130. Nothing too spectacular on here, even though it was 1,500 value. 200 up there, 200 over there, basically. Let's have a scan for you, because you might have something worth talking about. We did have... Oh no, it's just a full art. I thought it was a ghost when it was just catching the corner of my eye. But yeah, nothing too much. 600, I think, was the eyes page. 3,500. Okay, 376 gold foil. I definitely think in the next episode we will take everybody off the basic set and we'll just run a few episodes with just Destiny cards. That should increase the value. Yeah, 2,000 on here. Okay, we got a ghost on the very back and a couple of gold foils. 1,800 yet. So nothing in this batch really. Check the shop. So somebody must be playing still. Why is there a box randomly on the floor? Just chuck it into the back just to keep the shop tidy for the moment. Okay, you finished and you finished. And if she starts walking away, then we know everybody's gone. Well, we can see they've all gone. Let's just end the day and get the report. Very nice figures, I can't grumble. Nearly 60,000 because we opened up the machines twice in a day. Just short of that 200. I want to get that 200. Even if it's just for a day. I just want to see it once. Item earnings just below the 15,000 where I like it to be. And the rest is pretty good. Bit low on the play tables, but we did see that when we looked at the card tables, sort of early morning, there was nobody really on them. Did come out with a negative. It's just because we've been doing a lot of upgrades at the moment. Now, 80 should have had an upgrade in the back room as well. So let's get some cards in before everybody arrives. So I'm going to need... Let's just put that order in for the moment. And I'll bring you back when they've all filled up the machines and we're ready to start. Okay, while I'm bringing the stock in, I'll get the graded done. So this was just a bunch of ghosts. We just want to see a lot of different grades on here, really. Yeah, that's actually quite good. A 5, an 8, 9 and a 10 in the fish ranks. Unfortunately, only the 9 and the 10 on the Magnorias. So that's only adding 2 more to my collection. But yeah, nice numbers on the fish rank. I'm happy with that. Let's send a batch off because we should have some big cards. Is there anything worth regrading? So let's sort everything by price. I don't know if I actually want to regrade anything at the moment, because if we want to go for a 10 to a 1 collection, if I keep sending my 9s out, it's probably making it harder to get a full collection. Let's see what we've got in the ice prize cards. Anything above 2,000 will... Ah, okay. I'm not in the right menu. So what we'll do is anything 2,000 or more, we'll send off a grading, and then if there's nothing in that range, then I'll send off a bunch of ghosts. So let's go to the Tetramon first, and let's go to the price. So we've got a 4,000 there, that can go. Only 1,400, so let's check the Destiny out. I do want to be sending more ghosts because I'm trying to go for the 1 to 10 collection with the ghosts. I think it might be a fun one to do. So as you see, most of the value in the Destinies have all gone. So yeah, let's just have a look at the ghost and see what we've got the most of. So I know we was having a lot of the Magnorias. It might be good to just have a quick look at the black and the white version of Magnoria. And then we'll cross our fingers. Hopefully we can get some more grades out of there. How are they doing outside? Still a few boxes. Are the machines all going? That's the most important. Yeah, 10 hours, 10 hours. Last one's been filled up on that side. Yeah, we're ready to open up. Let's get the shop open. Tables would have been full. I will have a few more cards probably to put on here later in the day. We don't have enough to do the plushie anytime soon. We need to get back above that 20,000. Just walking around to see if there's any big gaps that need to be filled. Definitely got you in the back. Somebody should come out and fill you in a minute. Check the back over here. Out of sight, out of mind, as I say. Nope, 24s across the board. I'm good with those. 84s on all the comic books, so that's all good. And we should have these in the back. It's just to keep using them for the machines. I'll just buy a few extras just to get some on the shelf. Ah, it looks like the purple I'm going to need to do the same with. Having two people on pricing sometimes is a bit counterproductive because they're both trying to do the same thing. Yeah, we'll just leave it to that for now. Otherwise, I'll be waiting all day for them. Let's have a look at our overflow stack. Okay, nothing's been took out of there yet, and the shelf's still full down there. How's the shelf doing over here? He's still full, but I don't think we've got anything in the back. Let's just fill up the shelf so they've got a few to restock. Finally, people offering decent prices. Let's try 1750. Yeah, that's not bad for a card nearly 2,500. Let's see if we can get it. Let's just offer you 300. Yeah, he's accepted. We're up to 12,000, but I have got to pay my bills off, so let's get that done. If we can get up to 20,000, then we'll get the other plushie to go onto this shelf. Grade 1, that's nice. Let's offer you 150 market price. So I've got to go above market price, which I don't like doing. But because it's a grade 1 and I'm going to be hard for me to get hold of, I'm just going to do it. Wasn't very valuable anyway. Let's have a look how this is doing for cards. Still got 200 in there. There's going to be enough to last them the day out. Could just quick fill you with the Destiny stuff. 293. That will last a couple of days in there. Still got some space on here, and some of the big cards I've sold over here. Let's see if we've got anything else that's worth listing out. No, we got rid of all the 10s, and I do want to keep these ones. Okay, another customer trading. Nothing I need. Anybody else? 20s and 20s. Yeah, don't need any of those. Just waiting for the cash to come in now. 2 people are still working on the tills. How are these machines doing? Okay for the moment. She will top that up in a bit. Bulk box. We can just quick fill you with the cheap cards again. So even keeping, I think it's 10 copies of each. 200 plus of each. 700 of these. So I'm not worried about people having them. And if we look at our rating, it's actually gone down, the rating has. So 4-star rating there, but it's saying they came for the legendary card pack and they did have it. And I'm saying the prices are good. Staff is friendly. Talking about winning a tournament, but only gives me 4 grades. Another one saying prices are great. Our rating's gone down since I've put the bulk box down. Money, money, money. I need more money. Oh, that's a nice card to try and get hold of. Not a terrible price. Let's try and go really low on it. 3,500. Oh, he's accepted it. Definitely one that's going to be good if we can send out for grading. But it does mean all our money's gone again. And in the last episode, we got up to 100,000 as well. Where's all that money now? And we did have a shop lot B, I think. I just want to see the price of it. It's 16,000 for the back. We'll just have to push that to next level. 85 is going to be quite a while for us to get that. I think at the moment we're probably going to get 2 levels in every play session I do with 3 days. Because we need about 80,000 experience. We're picking up about 50, so yeah, it might even be slower than that. Well, there's not much happening in the shop at the moment, so let's just... We haven't done this for a long time. Let's open up some cards. I did say I want to still pull a god pack by hand. Still something I've never experienced. Well, we are above the 20,000, so that's great. £50 card, not bad. Okay, nothing too good in there. Over 1,000 of this card. I do not need any more. I'm 53 now. You can go. Let's get that last plushie in. If we can't afford anything else, I will do another unlock. Oh, actually, we did unlock it. I just forgot to buy the stock. So I know we can get 12, I think, on the shelf. Let's get 16 boxes. Did already make space in the back to put them in there. Don't need either of them. And we got a few plushies on here. So I've put them all onto one unit. I want you to go there as well. And then I'll take a box with me. We'll have you on that shelf there. Then we'll have you on the bottom shelf there. £352 profit on this one. We're spending 150 on them. What did that compare to the other one? Yeah, over 100 more than the other one. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And what have you got, Nice? You want my grade 3? You're not having it. If it was the opposite way, I would have snapped it up in an heartbeat. Nope, nothing there. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I've got so many of these legendary packs in the back, I'm just going to put a temporary shelf down. See if I can pick you up to about 250. These are the Magnolias we're sending out. I got a decent price on that one. Nope, nothing there. So yeah, let's get another one of the big units. I'll definitely have use for this eventually with something else to go on it. Keep hoping they drop that down from 95. Sort of 85 would be good for me. Do think the 95's out of reach for a lot of people. Yep, 41 here will definitely do you. Nope. Because with the slower leveling now as well, because of the cut down the experience, it was too high the experience on the card table. So I'm not against them doing it. But with the experience cut down, for you to get level 95 in the shop, you're probably going up maybe 200, 250 days in the shop now. Even running the shop efficient as you can. It's a long time. Probably, I don't know. Takes about 15 minutes a day in the shop. So you're probably looking a good 30, 40 hour playthrough for you to be able to get them level 95 shelving in. So I do definitely think they need to drop it down a little. I can understand why they're doing it. It's for some of the veteran players who's been playing the same save for forever, trying to get the full collection. It's giving something for the higher level players. I can understand that as well. But for shelving that you can put in the shop, don't think it should be that high for you to get some of the better looking shelves. So I would like different colours of these shelves, as I mentioned before. I would like a different angle. So where that's got the biggest on the left, I want a version where the biggest is on the right, so you can snap to this side as well. And then that centre one they've got in the menu down here, they got it in black. Why not put a few other different colours down? A white version, a metallic silver version would be nice. Definitely more stuff that could be added in, which won't take a massive amount of work just to put a different colour shelves in. Let's see what we can get. 1850. Let's try and go a bit lowball on you. Didn't work. 1900. Only worth just less than 2100. Yeah, we're going for 1950. Managed to save myself a little bit on it. So somebody should be filling up there, and that should allow me to get some of this overflow out the way. Okay, let's have a look at the other trading. Nothing spectacular for me on there. We are looking nearly at 9 o'clock, so it's nearly end of day already. That day went very fast, but I'm very happy with that shelf there. Lots of value in there, and again, that's only going to be temporary. As soon as it goes, we'll start clearing it with other products. So I just got to remember not to order those at the moment. But yeah, I'm overall happy with how the shop's been going. Definitely a bit been lower on the card tables at the back here today. Let's just have a look at the events. Don't think we've got enough to go up to the next one. No, we're still about 1,500 games short. So So that's going to take a few little bits. And while we're at it, we was talking about the back upgrade. We might as well get it now. We've got enough money sitting there for it. So we're now up to our maximum amount in both shops. So that's something else what will probably come in time. They did do it before where they added extra upgrades for the shop out here, where they extended this wall back. So if they're going to do it again, they'll probably extend this back. Maybe even a second floor would be nice. I have seen on the Steam forums, people's been asking for like vending machines in here, especially like the card tables. I think somebody was asking for like a canteen area that you could make money from selling food. Definitely avenues that could go down, which they're not doing at the moment. How are the machines? Okay, perfect timing. We can get the machines done and they'll be ready at the start of the next day. I'll let everybody fill them up. So 2,700. Yeah, a couple of pages, 600, but that's about it. 2,200 is not going to be great. Yeah, a few 400 and 500 pound pages. Again, another 2,000. So it has been a better day on the card machines, but just not. The first pull we did was the biggest out of the whole lot, I think. 5,500 could have something nice. Possibly a God Ghost pack at the bottom there. Yeah, there's the rest of it. We had a page for a couple of pages of 500, but that's about all the worth in there. Two more machines. Can we get lucky? No. 1,600. And last one, 6,000. Okay. The best out of this bunch. Another God Ghost pack and a full art pack in the same pull. And a few £500 pages. Yeah, I'll get everybody to top them up in between, get another batch of cards in. She's gone for the day, so that must mean everybody's gone off the tables. Or nobody's going to be purchasing anything else. And before I forget it, let's get the end of day report, because I am going to want everybody to help me stock up the machines, because there's a lot of there to stock up otherwise. So let's see how we did. So dropped down to the lowest in the episode at 193, even though we did the upgrade at the end. 92 played on the table. Still sitting around the 20 hours per table at the moment, so I can live with that. Experience is the lowest it's been in quite a while. We've been doing like 50 to 58,000. So just dropped down slightly. We're still earning nearly 5,000 from the tables, and we only spend out £500 on the event a day. 33,000 in card earnings and nearly 15,000 in the shop. I'm happy with that being around that figure. 52,000. We did come out as a profit, even though we spent on the bills and we spent £20,000 in upgrades. And we also did a £25,000 supply as well. So I'm happy with those numbers. And I'm going to call it there on this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And if you do have any tips and comments, leave them down below. And I do read them and reply to them all. We'll be seeing you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.